What is going on, like fitness coaches? Welcome to another episode of the Change Lives Make Money Online Trainer podcast. It's your motherfucking boy, B-Mark, and I'm joined by my business partner who looks like a fucking banana right now. What's up, Cole?
What's up, G? I'm looking like a fucking thick jungle banana. That's the fucking terminology that I will accept today. That's it.
Without further ado, this Podchats is for fucking our students, all right? Let's bring Paige up. What's up, Paige?
Hey, how are you?
I'm fucking great. How can we serve you, Miss Paige?
Sorry for not being able to be on content audits. My full-time job threw a meeting at me last minute. Sorry.
We forgive you.
So this morning and last night was really rough. Sorry.
It's okay.
I was nervous about asking my actual question, which is why I didn't want to go first. I see you, Bray. I know you've been here before. So I've been really pushing, trying to make progress with my business. And obviously it takes a lot of time. You know, I have a full-time job, 2 kids, and a husband.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been working around to try and not sacrifice as much time with them. So I only spend 2 hours with them. And I'm doing this extra challenge in the community, which is really pushing me, which I love. But obviously it's taking more time. And my husband doesn't see the growth that he believes I should have at this point because I'm not making as much income as what we want. So it started a huge argument about how I keep putting in work and there's nothing coming out of it because he doesn't see an income. Although my win is I'm seeing more impact with people, but he doesn't care about that. So I'm just trying to work my schedule and push through.
So what's your question?
How to overcome this block, I guess. And then I'm already up before 4 a.m. and staying up past 10. I'm just trying to figure out what I can do.
Call you first.
So right off the bat, the main thing that I'm going to say, and I'm going to break this down. So B, if you want to cut me off, do it, because I'll probably ramble for a lot. This is something that I'm passionate about, and it's understanding your boundaries and communication. First off, you need to communicate everything across the board, because the reason why he doesn't give a fuck about impact is because he's losing his wife. He doesn't give a shit about your impact. And let's be real, neither does Julia. All right, let's be real. If Kirst wasn't doing her fucking own business on the side, I doubt Kirst would either, because they just see their partner not spending time with them being like, what the fuck is going on? And if it doesn't have a monetary return, they don't give a shit that you're just inspiring people. They might be proud of you. They might like it, but they're not going to trade you inspiring individuals for them to lose their person. Does that make sense? We don't give a shit. So we need to communicate, no matter what, across the board. It's something that I did with Julia at the very beginning. And it's something that I feel like honestly saved our relationship at the very beginning, because she didn't see the monetary impact right away, the monetary value coming in from all the work that I was doing. She just saw me sitting on my fucking ass while she had to go to a regular job for the first 3 months of us fucking grinding this out and me being an entrepreneur. Makes sense so far, Paige? So communication becomes the most important thing across the board. The second thing that I want to touch on here is I think that you need to do a time audit, and everybody write this down. Doing more is not always better. If you are waking up at fucking 3 a.m., 4 a.m. and working until 10 p.m. every night, you're doing something wrong, period. So what you are doing is not going to get you to where you want to be. Make sense?
Yeah.
That is 16, 17 hours a day. How long have you been doing that?
Just recently, because I still have my full-time job, so I'm trying to fit in my business while I'm doing my full-time job.
Mm-hmm. So how many hours do you think you're working on your online job every single day?
At least.
Is it tracked? You should be able to tell me like that.
About 4 to 5. I just switched my full-time job, so I've been doing more lately because I used to have a 5-hour commute and now I don't, to try and help work on my business.
Touche. So you get a little bit more time to work on the business itself.
Yeah.
Okay. So my initial advice is you need to sit down and you need to literally map out every waking minute of the day that you are occupied by your full-time job. That's number 1. You should be writing this down. Okay. Number 2, you need to communicate with your husband and have a conversation, explain where you are coming from and what the goal is, and then ask him, what do you need? And then give it to him. Because unless you're going to fucking leave your husband, which I'm assuming you're not going to because you love him and you love your family, correct?
Yeah.
Then you need to give them time, period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts or anywhere around this. So you need to ask them what they need. You need to communicate, and then you need to find a middle ground. And then you need to put it in your fucking calendar and hold yourself to it. Make sense?
Yeah.
Then every other waking minute that you have available goes into working on your business. And we understand, all of us need to, again, write this in the chat box, write it down in your notes. More is not always better. If you are spending 5 hours a day on network expansion, you've been doing that every day for the last 2.5 weeks, you're probably doing something wrong. Okay. If you're not seeing the growth in the content that we would like to see, all right, and you're filming every day instead of batching, maybe we try batching. If you're batching and nothing's hitting, maybe we try altering it. but what we are currently doing doesn't sound like it's working. And now it's starting to create rifts in your relationship because there's a lack of communication and he just wants his wife back. He's not doing anything wrong. From what we hear, he might be a fucking dick on the back end, but I'm just saying, right? I'm like from what I hear is he just wants his fucking wife. And he's like, fuck your impact. I want my girl. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I want to jump into number 2 because Cole said number 2 is clearly explain what you're doing to your husband. Paige, how much money do you make at your current 9 to 5?
200,000.
200,000 a year?
Mm-hmm.
How much is it per month? Take home.
That was about 10.
Do you love your 9 to 5?
No.
No. Okay. So what's the most amount of money you've ever made in your business?
1,200 a month.
1,200 a month. Okay. And is that more than when you first started?
Yeah.
Okay. So what you need to do is I would have a chart that you keep in your house that you and your husband can see. And it would be like, when I first started my online business, I was making $0 and now I'm making 1,200. And my goal is to get it to 9,000. So this is why I'm working so hard. It's like, I would like to replace my full-time job with online coaching. Also, my mentors who you might like or not like, don't follow Cole because he'll yell at you and you might hate him. But these are my mentors and they've helped 300 online coaches hit 10K a month. So I know that it's possible. And like, I want to give it a shot for the next 6 to 12 months. So like, help me give it a shot. And like giving it a shot means that like, I'm going to do my very best for the next 6 months to get it as close to or matching my full-time income. And if we both agree that we don't see the results after 6 to 12 months, fine, we can have a conversation. But like, I need your full support for the next 6 months. I'll track it so that you can see the growth that I'm seeing. My goal will be to replace my income so that I can spend more time with you and the kids. That's why I'm doing this shit. But it's like, have something measurable that he can actually see so that you guys can like both be working on the goal together. Because right now it's like, he just sees you working, like Cole said, so he doesn't understand. But if you're able to show him, when I first started, I was at 0. Now I'm at 1,200 and my next goal is 2,000. My next goal is 4,000 and I know I can get there and I'm putting in the work and I'm seeing progress. My goal is to match it so that I can leave my other job and spend more time with you. Right?
Yeah.
So like logically explain it. Last thing I'll say is if you guys have a limited amount of time, you need to make sure that when you're spending your, because Cole said more is not always better. And I agree. So when you're spending your time on your online coaching business, make sure you're only spending your time on activities that are generating you income. Do you know what those are, Paige?
Content, lead gen, network expansion, booking calls.
Content, booking calls, and making sales is the actual answer.
Agreed.
It's like content, booking calls, and making sales. That's what I want you to be focusing on. Everything else can go fuck itself.
Agreed.
Because if you optimize your content, you find one video that fucking pops off, you're not going to have to network expand anymore. Content, booking calls, making sales. That's what you're focusing on.
Okay.
14-day challenges. Is that part of the content, booking calls, making sales? The only answer is yes. It's not a trick question.
Yes.
Absolutely. So anything that's going to help you book calls and make sales is the things that you're doing. Everything else goes on the back burner.
And I want to touch on this for 1 second because you said you're doing the 14-day challenge thing that we just launched in the academy, which by the way, if you guys are in that right now and you're having a blast with Josh and Janelle, say fuck yes in the chat. They're doing a great job. I think it's fucking awesome. I'm super amped up about it. However, if you're already active doing everything that you need to do, Paige, and you're doing the things that we are teaching the 14-day challenge, then maybe right now isn't the fucking time to do it if it's going to only give an hour to your fucking children and your husband every day. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Right. And that's why I say like more isn't always better. This isn't you doing a 14-day challenge so you can grow and scale your business. It's a 14-day challenge for us to like revamp what's going on, teach you more, give you ideas, etc. But if you're already doing everything that we're teaching and you're fucking implementing, you need to hyper fixate on what Brian just broke down to you. We launch a lot of challenges, guys. There's going to be a lot of opportunities to win money from fucking mine and Brian's pockets. Okay. Like we're going to give you opportunities to do it. You don't need to do every single one. It's another reason why I actually changed the live stream schedule in the academy from 5 calls to 3, because I don't want you guys watching fucking 1 billion live streams every week. You got to go work, right? Like you got to work, do the actual work needed. And that's where like the hard part comes in, because what we end up doing is we end up distracting ourselves with more value, more knowledge, more information. Because when we sit down at that computer, sometimes we can get very overwhelmed with the work that we need to do, and we end up procrastinating and not putting it in. And I can see that resonates because I just saw 5 of you guys nod on this fucking call. We'd rather consume more info than just sit down and be like, get the fuck out of your own way and get to work.
Yeah.
Communicate. There's content, book calls, make sales.
All right.
I hope you have the best day of your entire life since the day that you were born.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Sorry for crying.
I'll say sorry. You're good.
You're good. So the next person we're going to bring up, by the way, is currently in the 10K Mastermind. And you guys are going to hear a little bit of his success right now. And also, me and him are doing a podcast later today. And if you're interested in learning more about the 10K Mastermind, which is the coaching program that helps you go from 5K a month to 20K a month, then you got to fucking apply. The link is in my bio. Mr. fucking Joe. What's up, brother?
What's up, Brian? How we doing? I'm pumped for the podcast, man. It's gonna be lit.
Me too. I'm excited.
Good.
How can we serve you today?
Yeah, so my question's pretty straightforward, but I thought it's a good Podchats question because I feel like a lot of guys have probably done this, guys and gals. So I had a financial goal last month, and to ensure that I hit it, I really hammered the DMs. So I messaged everyone, old followers, new stories, people liking stuff. But I feel like I went too far. I started trying to script cold leads. So, cold leads, you want to build a relationship. Warm leads, you run a script. But I feel like I went too hard on the cold leads. So my question is, how do you recover that? Do you just let it sit? Do you reach out and try to do something? Or is it more like a case by case basis?
Great question. So that is the same sort of question as like, have you guys ever gotten a lot of money from like, maybe it's a paycheck or maybe you're on, this is actually a good financial fucking question because a lot of you guys do this. How many of you guys have ever made a lot of money in 1 month and then you went and spent a fuckload of money in 1 month because you're like, I deserve a new laptop. I'm going to get a new iPhone. I'm going to book a trip. I'm going to go. So raise your fucking hand if you've done that.
I did that this month, bro.
Exactly. All of us have done that. So when we go to our bank account and we make a bunch of withdrawals and we look at our bank account, we're like, holy fuck, I need to put more money in there. What do? Joe?
Deposit.
Fucking deposit, baby.
Okay.
So it's that
Post
same
value.
sort of mentality with your social media. When you guys are doing flash sales, 14-day challenges, 4-day challenges, magnetic giveaways, whatever the fuck we're doing on social media to pull in leads, you got to understand that every time you ask your audience to work with you, every time you ask for something, you're making a withdrawal. And so Joe, and last month, what did you end up hitting last month? Just so we're clear.
11K.
11K. How good did that feel?
Oh, dude, it was lit. I loved it. I liked it so much. I'm gonna do it this month.
Good answer. So when you pull a bunch of like clients from your social media and you make a bunch of withdrawals from your social media, you got to understand that there's like in your audience, there's 3 types of leads. There's cold leads, warm leads, hot leads. Okay. And so like the hot leads are just send you DMs and like, Joe, I want to fucking work with you. That's easy. That's a fucking layup. The warm leads are the ones that are liking and engaging with your content, fucking with your content on social media, but they might not fuck with you enough to reach out and be like, Joe, I want your help. But when you do challenges like 14-day challenges, magnetic giveaways, flash sales, whatever, this is where you pull in all those people that were warm leads and turn them into hot leads or buyers. That being said, every single time you do that, what's left in your audience? Joe. Cold leads. So how do we warm up cold leads? We deposit more value. So if you over leverage withdrawals, then the rest of November, Joe, I want you to over focus on deposits. Can you do more live streams? Can you do more posts? Can your posts be more valuable?
Yeah.
Can you come up with a free resource that you send out in the DMs? Like I just came up with a Black Friday cheat sheet, which by the way, if you don't have my cheat sheet, send me a DM on Instagram that says cheat sheet. I just came up with a free cheat sheet because I realized I was making a bunch of withdrawals. So I was like, I want to deposit some value and I want to give something to my audience. So can you come up with some sort of like holiday cheat sheet? Like how to stay on track during Christmas?
Yeah, 100%.
How to eat foods that you love without gaining any weight over Christmas? Free cheat sheet. Send me a DM or vote here and I'll send it to you. And you just send them the cheat sheet and you just start giving value away to your audience. So if you over withdraw, I want you to over leverage on deposits and just give more value.
Okay. That's a really good concept. That makes sense to me.
Cool.
Awesome. Thank you, Brian.
I'll see you later on today, sir, for our podcast.
See you later. Let's go. I'm pumped.
Peace. Mr. Christopher Walsh, what up?
So I took into action, implemented, I think I told Cole yesterday when he did a Q&A and stuff yesterday, and it was about focusing on my retention, stuff like that. And I did that. And I looked back on Sal's or Shay's podcast that he did like last month. So my biggest thing is I'm still struggling on getting into the DMs because I ended up doing what who just spoke about his did bunch of cold DMs and stuff like that on people following, liking, watching my story, stuff like that. And I sent probably 80 messages all the way back to June this year. And I only got probably 5 to 10 because I almost did a more of a pre-written script for the most part, as in hey, thank you for the follower. Thank you for the likes, watching my videos. Hope you're still getting value from my content. Can I ask you if there's anything you're struggling with or any questions I can answer for you? I really only got about 5 to 10 replies back. So I don't know if my content is just not hitting because, again, my content's still only getting 3 likes to 20 likes. So I wanted to jump on yesterday's content audits, but apparently I was way too late and I was one of the last people to raise their hands. So I don't know if I'm able to ask content audits or just take a brief look at my profile or account on Instagram.
I see Cole's laughing, so I'm assuming that's a yes. If
What?
he's got a frown on his face, it's usually a no, but I see him smiling. He's pulling up your account.
That's cool.
No, I don't fucking frown, okay?
You do.
Right, I know.
It's because he's wearing some banana shit today. He feels fucking joyous. One thing I will say though is your DM, which is I'm going to try not to paraphrase. I'm going to say exactly what you said to me. Hey, Chris, thanks so much for engaging in my content. I appreciate all the love on my videos. Is there anything that you're currently struggling with right now that I can help you out with? Like, yes, that is a message that can work. And also, like, if that's a message that can work, if somebody's consistently engaging on your content like, all the time, right? So
and it's not even,
but you're telling me you said that to like old followers and shit, right?
not old followers, just people that were watching my stories back then, and then also like likes from like a long time ago. Because like when I get like previous like
right. If you guys are hitting up like old leads, like or like old people that you had conversations with, jumping right back into the script would be like you messaging a girl that you dated 4 years ago and being like, yo, Sarah, it's been a really long time since we chatted. Do you want to go out on a date or like go grab some dinner or something like that? It's like, I haven't fucking heard from you in 3 years, dude. Like, why the fuck would I go on a date with you? So it's like, you got to understand like the context, right? Like, and what I want to have a conversation with you guys about, I want everyone to write this in the chat, is levels of intent. I'm going to briefly go into this and then I'm going to let Cole do a little content on you. So levels of intent means this. If somebody isn't engaging on your social media profile, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think the chances of them wanting to purchase your product is? 1 to 10.
Low.
Being not at all 10, being very high.
2, 3.
2, 3. If somebody is following you, but they're not engaging on your content, what do you think the level of intent is on a scale of 1 to 10?
High 5, 6.
Maybe 4 or 5. If somebody is following you and liking your shit, what do you think the level of engagement, like level of intent is on a scale of 1 to 10?
7 to 9.
I would say 7. If somebody is following you, liking, and commenting on all your shit, what do you think the level of intent is?
8, 9.
I would say 7 to 8. We have different levels of intent.
Okay.
If somebody sends you a message that says, Chris, I want to fucking work with you, what's the level of intent?
9.
9, 10, right? So like, you guys understand how there's different levels of intent to purchase. So you can't treat every prospect the same way, because if you treat every prospect the same way, like you're going to fuck up the process. Because if somebody's cold, what would be like an ideal scenario? If somebody's a cold lead, should we try to sell them something? Yes or no? In the chat, everybody.
No.
Yes or no? No, because they're not going to buy our shit. They're not fucking interested. So what's a better approach, Chris?
Give value.
Build relationships, give value. So if somebody's a cold lead with no level of intent, we need to find a way to reconnect, build relationships, and give value, right? So a message to that person isn't like, hey, Chris, hope you're doing well. Let me know if there's anything you're struggling with in your fitness journey. I'd love to help you out, because they have no intent to purchase. Why the fuck would they message you back? That's why you only got 6 replies. A more effective approach in that scenario would have been like, Chris, exclamation mark, it's been a while, smiley face, how you been?
Got it.
Guaranteed you would have got like 30 to 40 responses instead of 6. Does that make sense?
Because it's just more like an open-ended question, as in like whatever topic.
That's it right there. What you just said. Open-ended question. Write that down.
I'm going to add one thing. It's an open-ended, non-invasive question.
Great.
Got it.
Right?
Okay.
I'm like, you don't want to sound salesy, because if they message you back and they're like, dude, I've been so good. I'm on a fitness journey right now. I'm crushing it. I'm down 20 pounds in the best shape of my life. Like, should you try to sell somebody something? Yes or no? No. They don't want your fucking help. They're already on a fitness journey. But if somebody messages you back and they're like, Chris, exclamation mark, I've been thinking about messaging you. I really let myself slip. Should you try to sell them? Yes or no?
Yes.
Hell yes. So it's like, you got to feel where the prospect's at. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, Cole, go ahead.
No, so we'll keep this short and straight to the fucking point. I'm going to give you a couple examples. Brian, let me share my screen. Guys, this is not going to be a content audits class, so don't fucking ask me after Chris. This is a special one. It's fucking funny. He's smiling now. He's not frowning. He'll give you one. That's fucking good.
Usually Cole's answer is absolutely not come to content audits, but I could see him grinning. So I was like, oh, he's fucking going to let it pass. Go ahead, bro.
There we go. Perfect. So let me pull this up right quick. First off, is this the bowl of gains you're talking about, B?
Dude, it's fucking delicious.
You literally said it. I pulled it up instantly. I was like,
dude, I'm telling you, the brownie batter legit tastes like I'm fucking eating cookie dough. It's fucked.
I bet. Sounds good. All right. So diving into it right quick. This is the thing. All right. I'm going to keep this very short and very straight to the point. And then I'm going to show you guys a creator that will give you insight into something that I've literally been saying for the last year, but it'll be said a different way. So hopefully it'll sink in your guys' minds and sink in your skulls. So right off the bat, I don't mind the profile photo. All right, Eve Performance or Health and Performance, no one cares, take that out. All Night Fitness Coach, no one cares, take that out. You want to have an I help line, all right? A social proof / cockiness line is what I like to call it, where it's like, I've helped, Patty has one where it's like 175 people place top 3 on shows.
Kenny, what does yours say? Kenny, what does yours say? Type it in the chat. Go ahead, Cole.
Yeah, Kenny's, Brian, what does yours say right now again?
Right now it says, I help online coaches make 10K to 100K a month.
And then you have your podcast in there, or you have how many people have hit 10K?
I don't have the podcast or the 10K. I have men's physique.
Oh, he's putting his fitness back in there. Perfect. So it's something that like it adds credibility / or tell something about you. Okay. Something very, very simple across the board. Empowering others to be versatile with their nutrition and elevate their training. Cool. But a lot of people don't understand what the fuck that means. So just keep it straight up, keep it simple, keep it straight to the point. Don't try to add a bunch of like big words in there to make it sound different than everybody else's, because your content should be doing that. Make sense?
I also want to jump in. I want to jump in. Chris, I want you to answer me honestly. Scroll up, Cole. How many people have ever said, hey, Chris, I would really like to be empowered to be versatile in my nutrition and elevate my training? How many prospects have ever said that? Zero. So stop using fucking words. Nope. Stop using words our prospects aren't fucking using.
Yes.
Okay.
Right? Don't use words your prospects don't use, because everyone write this in the chat. Great marketing is about joining the conversation in people's heads.
Agreed.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Last but not least, this is actually new advice that I've been giving everybody, and I'm just going to say it to you right now. Make your tag your fucking name, period. All right. Okay. Nobody's going to search up _BeFit with Chris _ in order to find you. They're just going to type in Chris Walsh like I did in order to find you before you even dropped your Instagram tag in there. So the quickest you could just make it your name, the better. And this is for all of you guys trying to come up with these fancy fucking names. Unless you're building a brand page or you're just going to be backing your business, make it your name always. Now, going into the content, are you posting on fucking Twitter, etc.?
I don't have a Twitter, actually.
No,
I just
then don't do these. This is the thing. Okay. I think they have a place, but when you look at individuals who utilize this type of style, like an Alex Hormozi or Gary Vee, they're taking it from their Twitter and they're putting it up there, where you're just dropping a random code card. Feel me?
Also, one like, scroll over his other posts, Cole.
2, 4, 10, 5, 20.
So the one that has 20, do more of that. The one that has less than 20, do less of that.
100%. Okay. So what you need to understand is when we read this, right? How do you expect to keep your weight off when life gets crazy? You wait till things slow back down and resume your fitness journey. Skill requires seasons. Touche. Like, I can understand where you're coming from here, but this is not very shareable, all right? Or engage worthy. And the reason why is because of this. And I'm going to share this guy's page with you guys. This is an individual that I just found on social media. He's got a couple of really good videos, and I'm going to share this one with you because, again, I've been literally saying this to you guys for the last fucking year, just in my language. So I'm going to put someone else's language in front of you guys to hopefully have it hit. Pay attention. All right. Let me move this right quick here. This stupid fucking Zoom button so I can unmute it. Everybody listen to this. All right, let me fucking stop my share. Make sure there's sound. This is the simplest fucking breakdown that I can give any of you on fucking why your shit is not popping.
If you've got low likes, you've got a bad idea. If you've got low comments, you're not triggering emotions. If you've got low average watch time, you've got a bad hook. If you've got low shares, your content's not relatable. And if you've got low saves, you're providing no value.
That's it. That's the easiest fucking thing that I can break down for you guys. Because how many of you have heard me say verbatim, what makes you different than other creators on the platform? Put up your hand in the last year. Okay. Kenny's probably heard me say it a billion fucking times. That's why he's at every content audits, and that's why he's gained over 10,000 followers and over $10,000 in the last fucking 2 months in new cash. All right. How many of you guys have heard me say, stop just posting fucking workout tutorials like everybody else? Put up your hand. You guys get where I'm going here, right? You need to be different. You also need to be valuable. That video is the simplest way I can break it down. How many of you guys have heard me say you need to have emotion in your hook in order to trigger watch time and more? Put up your hand. So you get where we're going here? Mm-hmm. Now that you've heard that, I want you to go look at your content and ask myself, okay, what do I actually do? Because I still don't know what you do, Chris, based off your eye helpline. So that's something you got to go define on your own. Yeah. And then you need to look at your content and be like, does this trigger emotion? Is it shareable and relatable? Does it give individuals actionable information to make them want to comment? Yes, 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 or yes. If the answer is no to any of those, you need to change up your strategy. Deal?
Yep.
Chris.
Yeah.
Are you open to some hard truths?
Yeah, definitely. Because I need it.
I would spend 100% of my time focusing on becoming a better content creator, because right now your content sucks.
Okay.
Straight up. And when I say better content creator, what I want you to do, bro, is I literally want you to record. I want you to fucking write this down. The only videos you're allowed to post are videos where you're talking to the fucking camera like this. Bro, you can be in your car. Like, you can literally be in your car. Like, one of our girls, her name is Jordan Bird, and she literally just, like, some of the best videos that she does, Chris, are literally in her car being like, what's up, ladies? I'm going to talk to you today about why you're not fucking losing fat. You can literally be in your fucking car doing a talking video. That is better than posting a carousel. That is better than posting a photo of somebody else. That's better than posting anything. I want to see Chris's fucking face. I want to see you on Podchats next week, and I want to see at least 5 fucking talking videos with you in your face. And like, what's up?
Okay.
It's Coach Chris. How the fuck's everyone doing? Today we're going to be talking about why you can't burn body fat. So Cole's advice of changing up your bio is going to make your profile appear more attractive. And by the way, the reason it's so important, Chris, to have an attractive profile is because when you're sending out those 80 DMs, the first thing somebody's going to do is they're going to click on your profile.
Mm-hmm.
And when they see elevate what the fuck was the tagline again, Cole?
I have no idea.
I don't know either.
Elevate
When they see the tagline, they're fucking out. They're like, I don't know what the fuck that means. But if you're like, I help men and women burn 10 to 12 pounds of body fat while eating foods they love, like carbs and cookies, whatever the fuck. When they see that, they're like, okay, that's kind of interesting. They see your jacked ass physique. They're like, okay, this guy knows, like he looks like he knows what he's talking about. They consume 2 pieces of content. They fuck with your energy. They fuck with your vibe, and then they respond to your DM.
Agreed. I don't know what Jordan's fucking tag is, by the way. So if somebody else can find that, that'd be lit.
It's Jordan Bird Fit. Jordan Bird Fit, BYRD, something like that on Instagram.
You're going to go to our page and you're literally going to see that everything that we've been giving you advice on for the last 2.5 fucking years. It's all of you got talking videos, emotion, hooks, actionable value.
Chris, look at my face.
What's up?
5 fucking talking videos by this time next week.
Okay. And I'll be
You know
on
what
it.
makes me my whole day be?
What?
My whole fucking day is that it's like now you guys are getting it from all angles. All right. Now you guys are getting it from all angles. B used to be a little bit chill with you guys. Like, here's some like creative stuff and then you do this shit. And now he's fucking screaming at you guys to do fucking talking head videos.
Dude,
no matter what.
The proof's of the pudding. I literally started my Instagram account 2 years ago, just like you guys. And now I'm at like 95,000 followers, almost at 100K. And the only thing that took me there was talking videos.
Let me just do this real quick. I'm just going to fucking stand up for you guys to see. Here you go. There you go. Fucking little bow for y'all.
Hey, that's funny. That's funny that you're bowing because bananas are curved. So that makes sense why you would bow. Touche. Chris, was that helpful?
Yeah, super helpful, man.
Go take action. I believe in you. You're jacked as fuck. People need to hear your message. So start saying it. Start fucking communicating your message to the world so you can change some lives.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome, bro. Peace. What's up, Ray?
Hey guys, that was fucking hilarious. And I will be the second to say, well, not second, probably like 100th millionth, whatever. But I've changed my content to just me like literally talking to the camera like this, selfie style, no like minimal effort. And I hit a video that has like 23,000 views and I gained like 400 followers in the last 2 weeks just by doing that type of shit. So
also, I want to briefly touch on Bray. Chris, Bray started the academy back in like November. It was September last year, something like that. And she had less followers than you. And she DM'd me. She's like, what the fuck do I do? Like, I want to grow. I'm hungry. And I'm going to give you the same advice I gave her. 2 talking videos every single day for the next 3 months and DM me after 3 months. And after 3 months, she was literally hitting $5,000 a month. She was at like 1,300, 1,400, 1,500 followers. Now, how many followers do you have, Bray?
Just under 6 on Instagram, but I have 28,000 on TikTok. And then I have almost 70,000 on Facebook.
You got the shit, bro.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Go ahead, Bray. Your turn.
I'm just coming to because you told me I wasn't allowed on Podchats until I figured my shit out and came back a different version of me. So I feel like I'm there, which is great. I have pictures on my walls. You told me I needed to do that, so that's there. And I'm feeling well.
Show me. I want to see. Yeah, there we go. You fucking leveling up the vibe in your house. I fuck with that.
I bought a fucking huge couch that cost me like $6,000, but I needed it. And I feel so much happier with it. Anyways, super small. But yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling the most, I didn't really know. I was talking to Sami in the chat. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to say, but I know I need to show up. I'm feeling more confident in what I want to do as a business. So I was constantly trying to think like, oh, I need to do this and be this person, or like Janelle and Kirsten. I very much still look up to them, but I'm really happy with what I've created now. I have 55 current clients. It keeps on going up, and I've created a community I'm really happy about and taking calls every week. And I'm just feeling the first sense of like calm I feel like I've felt in my business. And my 1 year is next week. So that's cool. Yeah.
That makes me very happy. I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
I'm sending a private DM about you because it's fucking awesome, but I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's really cool.
Okay. What is that supposed to mean?
Fine, I'll tell you. I was just literally sending. I can't tell you what I'm going to tell Cole because it's a Brian and Cole conversation. But what I was going to say is I'm very fucking impressed with the level that you're showing up right now. It's really cool. I can see it in your energy. I can see it in your presence. I love the office setup, and I can sense your sense of calm, which is really cool. Last thing I'm just going to say is I think that you're an amazing leader inside of the Change Lives Academy. because I know that you and Sami had a private conversation about if she quit her job, that you'd fly to Calgary and you go see her. And I saw that you bought a fucking flight to go see Sami in the academy to support other members of the CLA. So I just want to let you know that I see you as a leader of this community, and I just want to say fucking thank you. So that's all I'm going to say to you. You're a fucking rock star.
Thanks. I was literally just about to say, Sami and I have like created this online friendship, and it was like really weird at first. She reached out to me and was like, "You're a role model." I was like, "Girl, I'm a regular person." And I was like, "I really like you. I want to create more friends, and I'm going to see her at the end of November. I'm so excited." So, and Selena's on this call. She's gonna come for dinner as well on the Tuesday night, so in Calgary. So super excited, and I'm just appreciative of this community. So thank you guys.
Fuck yes. Bray is like the ultimate transformation story. I fucking love seeing your success. I'm super proud of you. I brag about you all the time on the podcast, which you already know about. So we're proud of you.
Thanks, guys.
I see you, girl. What's up, Sami?
Hey, everyone. I mean, I posted this in the academy already, but I quit my job. And
Yeah, you fucking did.
So, yeah, I put my notice. I'm not going to lie. I didn't do it the day of the Podchats last week. Like, it took me a second to, like, get my life together, put my 2 weeks together, and then hand it in. But I did it on Monday. So my last day officially at my retail job is going to be Black Friday, actually. So that'll be fun. Send it off with a bang. But yeah, I'm feeling really excited. I'm kind of going through all of these emotions of feeling like super excited, ready to rumble, ready to just like go all in. And then also feeling just all the feels of, you know, a little bit of anxiety and just like nervousness, but it's all good. It's all like.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
How did you how does it feel knowing that like a few months ago, you were somebody that was listening to the podcast, you heard Bray's story, you heard all these success students, you're like, oh, one day I want to be one of those people. And how does it feel to be sitting on this podcast, literally probably 6 months after you actually joined, and to quit your job and know that you're going to be a full-time online fitness coach? This is something that you dreamed about.
Yeah, it's like undescribable how cool it is. A year ago, I was working as a general manager in a restaurant, like 50, 60 hours a week, just like not feeling fulfilled at all. And if I would have known a year ago where I am right now, it's like the coolest thing in the world. So it's been very, very fulfilling to see like my journey and how far I've come, just like personally, but also obviously feeling so much support from the community and from you and Cole specifically. Yeah, I'm just super grateful and like, yeah, just super happy. So thank you.
I love that. And I also want to give a fucking invitation to anybody that's listening to this podcast that's in the academy, or any of you guys that are on Podchats with your beautiful faces here. Raise your fucking hand and ask questions. Because the reason that Sami makes progress is every fucking week, guess who has their hand up? Fucking Sami.
Bro, it's a trend, dog. Look, if I can literally name there's Bray, there's Sami, there's
Mike
Kenny.
Mayo.
All the fucking time, dude. It's legit. It's a fucking trend. Kenny comes to everything we do. Flies to events around the world. Fucking shows up to every fucking live stream and every level that he's in, whether it's fucking $10K million CLA. There's a reason. Proof is in the fucking pudding. When you surround yourself with individuals doing what you want to do, you end up doing it.
And you get their energy. And before we get into Sami's question, hey, Kenny, can you tell us about that UFC fighter? Can you tell us?
So sick, dude. He sent me that screenshot. I lost my fucking
Kenny
mind.
is a trainer for fighters. And guys, I want you to remember that Kenny literally had like almost 0 social media followers when he first started. But Kenny, what the fuck happened last week?
Yeah, so I had 300 social media followers when I first started, and I'm going to cross 16,000 later today.
Yeah.
And yeah, so last week I got a DM from a top-ranked UFC fighter in the world, just, complimenting me on my content.
Fucking name drop his ass, bro.
Chris Curtis, for anybody that follows me. And so I just sent a message back assuming that he had strength and conditioning already taken care of. And I was like, hey, man, yeah, if you ever have any questions or want to chat more, I'd love to see if I can answer any questions for you. And he sent back saying, actually, man, I might need to take you up on that. We had a conversation the next day, and now I train the number 14 ranked UFC fighter in the world.
That's what I'm fucking talking about, dog.
That's so cool, dude.
That's what happens when you show up. All right, Sami, let's go back to your success. How can me and Cole serve you today?
Thank you. That's really cool, Kenny, by the way. That's awesome. And I see that you're also from Calgary. So yes, let's meet up. Cool. My question is, I have a client who, long story short, signed onto my program. A day later, she asked for a refund. She said that she can't financially afford it. I got on a call with her. I, went through her objection of it and ended up just giving her a partial refund at the end, with the first month of the program already being kind of complete. And I was like, you already paid for it. You might as well just keep going with it. So she finished the month of this kind of program that she had already paid for, and I gave her the partial refund. It came up to the end and I got on a call with her to get her just like to keep going with me because she's seeing results, she's seeing progress, she's loving it. And she committed to getting back into it for 5 months. And I gave her like a discounted rate and all. I get off the call with her and she messages me that she's talked to her parents about this and her parents are going to end up paying for, or they want to pay for it for a Christmas gift because she's still very like financially strapped. But the issue that I'm kind of coming up against, and I don't really know how to handle it, is she's asking me to reach out to her mom and explain like my program and get like a payment plan set up. And I just don't really know how to handle it. So I haven't responded to her yet because I feel like I don't want to, like I shouldn't have to go to this person's mom and explain my program and get her to like commit to it. But I don't know. I'm confused.
Okay, I have 2 things to say. Number 1 is your actions speak louder than your words. So everyone write that in the chat. Your actions speak louder than your words. So first of all, I want to give you credit. All right. Because did you get that from the academy or did you just fucking do that on your own where you set up the call with her and then you gave her a partial refund based on the work that you already did?
I posted it in the academy and got some advice on it. I wasn't told to like get on a call with her. I was just told to like partially refund her, but I got on a call anyways and then overcame some more objections of hers and got her to like keep going with me. So
good.
Yeah, that was cool. Thank you.
All right. So our coaches are smart and so are you. So fucking pat on the back because that was going to be my first piece of advice. But you already did that. So I'm going to tell everybody on the podcast, if somebody ever asks for a refund, they pay in full and they ask for a refund, and you've done any sort of work on the program, a full refund is off the fucking table. I want everyone to write that in the chat. If you've done the work, a full refund is off the fucking table, period. End of story. Your time is valuable. So that's the first thing. Second thing is I like that you resold her on doing the month. That's amazing. You did a good job there. Now, at the end of the month, if she wanted to re-sign, this is the first thing that I would have said, Sammy. So this is where I can add in some coaching to make you a better coach for situations like this moving forward. All right, Sammy, I want to be honest with you. I loved working with you. It was amazing. And I want to chat about working with you and like this is what it would look like. And she's like, I'm in. I want to do 5 months. And you're like, great. Now, last thing before we move forward, the last time you committed to 16 weeks and then you backed out because of XYZ financial reason. And I need to know why this time is different and why you're committed right now. So you basically want to address the objection before it even becomes a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, like if a prospect reaches out to me, like let's say I'm in the conversation with a prospect and they want to join and they're like, I got a fucking tip. I got to floss my cat or whatever dumbass reason they give me. Then they come back 6 months later and they're like, yo, Brian, I want to join. I'm ready to take action. The first fucking question that I ask them is, cool, 6 months ago, you weren't ready to take action and you ghosted me. So why is it different now?
Agreed.
So I get them to sell me on why they're not going to do the same fucking shitty behavior that they gave me in the first place. Does that make sense?
Yes, totally.
Now, in this instance, I like making money. So here's what I would do is I would create, we've actually got a program description in the academy, I believe, a 12-week program description. Have you seen it?
I think so. I have something very similar. It's like it describes kind of what my program offers and what you get for it. And then I have more like client transformations on it's like a PDF document I can send to people.
Has this girl paid you yet? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, cool. So here's what I would do is I would communicate to the lady. I'd send her a voice and be like, hey, and I would pre-do the work. So this is what I would do. And Cole might have a different opinion, but I'm going to tell you what I would do because I like making money. I would take the program description and then I would go to loom.com and I record a video and it would be you, Sammy, being like, hey, what's going on? So my name is Sammy and I'm a coach at blah, 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 blah fitness. And my goal is to work with Sarah for the next 5 months. She's already lost 10 pounds in my program. She's already done such an amazing job and she loves the transformation. She loves the program. And she was mentioning that as a Christmas gift that you might be interested in getting her on the online coaching program. So this is exactly what the online coaching program offers so that you know exactly what she's going to get. First things first, if Sarah was to hire an in-person trainer, it would cost about $3,000 and it doesn't come with a nutrition plan. My training, nutrition, and account, or I would say price anchored to something like probably higher than that if you're going to do a 6-month-long program. I would say closer to $5,000 for 6 months or whatever for in-person. But my training program comes with training, nutrition, and accountability. And this is what it looks like. The training plans look like this. I custom design them for every client. Meal plans look like this. Custom design for every client. By the way, this is the before and after of Sarah after 1 month. I can't wait to see what she looks like after 6 months. I hope you have an absolutely amazing day. Feel free to ask Sarah if you guys have any questions. And I can't wait to work with Sarah for the next 5 months and help her transform her life. Send that to Sarah. So then I would pre-record that. And then I'd send a voice note to Sarah. And I would be like, hey, Sarah, so I actually do not feel comfortable at all reaching out to your mom because obviously you have a personal relationship with her. However, I recorded this quick 5-minute video for you to send to her. I also just want to let you know, Sarah, that my prices are increasing next week. And so if you do want to get the rate that I quoted you, then I need to hear back from you within the next 24 hours. Because if you get back to me after 24 hours, I have to give you the increased rates. And that just like is across the board. So if your mom does want to take action on this rate and get in, that's amazing. If your mom doesn't want to take action on the rate and you actually want to lock in this rate, then you can secure your spot with a $400 deposit. And I can make sure that you don't fall off track and gain any of the weight back that we lost in the first place.
Cool. Okay, great. Thank you. That's amazing. Super
Cool.
helpful.
Anything else?
Yeah, I'll give you my perspective and we'll break it down. Listen, the loom thing's a great idea. And that will 100% help you guys make money. And it's a very, very like non-confrontational way to deal with the situation in the first place. I would definitely handle it differently. And it's because the client sounds like a fucking headache. How old is this girl?
She's 32.
Yeah,
What? Her mom's
there,
gonna pay for
there
it?
you go. So that's a fucking headache. Are you joking me right now? So this is where it's like, it's contextual. All right. If it's a fucking 18-year-old I'm talking to, I might be a little bit more lenient. You're a 32-year-old individual telling me to reach out to your fucking mom. I probably wouldn't even answer the DM. And I just fucking like, that'd be it. But if I was like, okay, you know what? I could probably capture money. I probably would go against the mom thing and be like, well, listen, are you currently struggling financially, Sammy? Or if your mom couldn't afford this program, would you sign up anyways? Yes or no?
Oh, that's a good question.
If she was like, well, yes, I'd be like, okay, dope. Then let's lock this in right now. And then if your mom actually wants to buy it for a Christmas present, she could just refund you and reimburse you the money afterwards. Let's not waste time and play this back and forth fucking game. Let's go now.
I like that.
Like, I'm not going to your fucking mother. You're an adult. Like I'm like, I will never do that shit. I'm not talking to your fucking mom or your dad or your fucking counselor. It's you. So I'm just going to instantly isolate. Would you go forward with this program if your mom couldn't afford it? Well, yeah, of course. Then why the fuck are we involving your mom? If they want to buy your Christmas present, they can reimburse you the amount afterwards. Let's lock this in right now and stop wasting my time.
That's fucking good. That's fucking
Right? Like that's fine.
The Banana's got some answers today. That's what I'm saying.
If 18-year-old, okay, maybe. Like I get it. We got to play a little bit. Again, the goal is to serve people. And that's where I'm like, I 100% agree with Brian. We're talking about a 32-year-old woman. You can fucking talk to your mom on your own time. Okay. I'm not bringing in your fucking mother. Deal. There's a deal breaker for me.
Yeah. So that one thing that me and Cole are both in agreement on is do not talk to their fucking mom.
No, never. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why I asked, because I agree with you, Cole. Like if she was 18 for sure, maybe I would feel a little bit more inclined to support her in that sense. But yeah, that's why. Okay. Thank you. Anyways, appreciate it.
Ass woman. Can you talk to my mother? Jesus.
That's funny. That is fucking funny. I like it. Thanks for coming up, Sammy. Also, guys, if you guys are tuning in and you're liking this shit and you want to work with Cole and I in the 10K Mastermind to go from 5K to 10K, hit the fucking link in my bio. All right.
Just do it. It'll
10K
change your whole
Mastermind.
fucking life.
10K Mastermind applications are now open. Is there any 10K Mastermind students on Podchats right now? If there is, say me in the chat. And if you love it, say I fucking do in the chat. What's up, Quincy?
What's up, y'all? This episode's crazy, man. I'm enjoying the hell out of this episode. This is a good one. Right off the jump, y'all came in hot. I like it.
Always, bro.
So I think it was last week, I kind of had two questions. We broke it down into one about the onboarding and retention. Feel like I crushed my onboarding stuff. I watched that the video she made. And then Coach T, shout outs to him. He actually reached out and gave me some game too. So I feel really good about that. Also, on top of that, just a quick win. I went from 0 clients signed in October. Part of that was I was traveling. I had 7 sales calls last week, closed 4 of them, got 2 deposits. And then the one person I didn't sell, we literally just didn't finish the conversation. Like I fucked up. We kind of went along, got to like the 45-minute point. She couldn't finish the conversation. So we'll see if we follow up. Anyways, though, so all that to say, so now I want to know, now that I got all these new clients, I'm super hyper focused on getting fucking results. Like I'm not happy about the results I haven't been getting from clients. So I want to know what's a good flow. I get a lot of different answers on like, what's a good flow when checking in with your clients. I know we should message them every day, or we should try to. What does that kind of look like to you guys when you're checking in on your clients?
I have a question for you. What were the 3 checkpoints that I gave you on the last Podchats? Because I remember them specifically and I want to know if you know them.
The 3 checked for onboarding?
Yep.
I wrote them down, but we'll see without looking. Shit, put me on the spot. Oh, yeah. So making sure that they complete all their tasks in order. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I wrote it down.
First workout, meal prep, posted in group.
Check. Yeah.
You should know that like the back of your fucking hand.
Yeah.
So that's the main focus, right? Is like, don't put the cart before the horse. It's kind of like before you can teach your fat loss client how to do squats, they need to do a fucking leg press. And before you can teach them how to do a leg press, you need to get them in the fucking gym. And so you need to focus on one step at a time. Get all 7 of these students completing their first tasks. And then once they've completed their first tasks, at that point, bro, it's just daily communication. And like Cole can give you some ideas because I know that he sent a lot of like messages to his clients as well. But here's what I'll say is any question that your client ever asks you needs to be answered within 24 hours, Monday to Friday. I know that you have 6 clients right now, plus the 7 you just added. So do you have like a group chat on Facebook for your clients?
That was part 2 of my question. No, I don't. I was going to either so I'm doing a 14-day challenge next week or 2 weeks. I mean, so I'm going to turn that into my free group, but I was thinking in the meantime, should I do like a group?
Yes.
Chat?
So if you're under 20 clients, you guys, I want you to create a group chat on Facebook and call it like Quincy's VIP fitness clients, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Who's in the 10K mastermind announcement chat or the $1 million mastermind announcement chat that gets value from that chat on a day-to-day basis? Kenny raises his fucking hand. Justin raises his fucking hand. When you join the 10K mastermind or the $1 million mastermind, we have a group chat on Facebook that has anywhere from there's 110 students in the $1 million mastermind, 110 in the 10K mastermind. So all those students are in the program. So it's like, obviously the coaches are there to answer questions, but then the students can just ask each other's questions all day, every day, and they feel supported. And like if Kenny fucking signs a UFC fighter, he's like, yo, I just fucking signed the 14th ranked UFC fighter. And then everybody's like, yo, you're a fucking gangster. So there's like instant support. So have a group chat where you keep all your clients and just let your clients know like, yo, this is where I'm going to drop daily motivation value. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me in here. And I just want you guys to know that you're always supported. This is the Big Q VIP fitness coaching clients chat. Right. And then from that point, you just want to have a list of all your clients, bro. And then what I'd recommend doing is like a simple system that you guys can implement in your business right now that'll help you guys get results is have a list of all your clients. So if you have 13 clients, Q, and there's 3 categories your clients are in. They're either red light, yellow light, or green light. Mm-hmm. And so red light clients are somebody that isn't checking in, isn't messaging you back, isn't in the Facebook group. Yellow light clients are somebody that's messaging you back, but they're struggling and they're like a little bit demotivated. And green light clients are somebody that's like messaging you all the time. They fucking love you. They're in the group. They're posting all the time, etc. Right. So for those clients, you don't really got to do anything except celebrate them. For yellow light clients, you want to get them into green. And for red light clients, you want to fucking solve that problem, whether that be get on a phone call, get them to log into their app, figure out why they're not engaging with their group and pull them back into the group. Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely.
Cole, you got a heart out?
Yeah, I got a piece out right away here.
Okay. You can dip. I'm going to answer the last 2 questions.
So with the group chat, if I'm doing a group chat with everybody.
One sec. Before you do it, Cole, do you have anything to add to this before you got to go?
No, honestly, that's very simple. Keep it simple and make sure that you're communicating on a daily basis. When it comes down to that, coach, I always call Coach Quincy because you guys add that shit in there. The simple part, dude, is instead of having to send a message every single day, I did want to add this in. You have your clients in Trainerize?
PT distinction, but there's group chats and everything.
Is there a way to engage on their workouts, on the things that they're doing for like what they're tracking in the app?
What do you mean? Like,
I mean, well, when you do Trainerize, let's say Quincy's fucking my client and he hits a PR, I can literally like that notification that I got and it sends you a notification about it. Can you do that?
I don't think so. I'll check though.
Okay, if you can't, then just have like 1 or 2 checkpoints on a weekly basis to celebrate their fucking wins for you in there. You don't really need to message them every single day. Mm-hmm. It's more of like we get you guys in the habit of it because it just makes your clients feel loved and fucking accounted for. Go based off of your personality. If your personality is very like abrupt, get the fucking work done, go push, then you don't need to check in every day being like, hi, how are you? What's up? Like just fucking push them, but celebrate them. Make sense?
Yeah, definitely. When I check the app, I answer questions first. I see if there's any questions.
Yes.
Go through those first. And then kind of what Brian just said, I see like the people that I know need the most accountability. I go to them first.
Yes, that's it. That's the best thing. And then again, wins, the people who need the most accountability, but also make sure that you like have your fucking finger on the pulse with everybody that's doing the best. This is something all of you guys need to understand. Just because somebody's doing absolutely amazing in your program does not mean you should not be talking to them, because eventually they'll reach a point being like, well, I'm seeing fucking results and I haven't spoke to this homie in 3 fucking weeks. Fuck them, I'm leaving. And it happens. They're like, oh, I'm doing great. And they haven't spoken to me in fucking forever. So I could do this on my own. You feel me?
Yeah, I've had that happen already with a girl that didn't resign, but she was just not responding much. So she was checking off everything and then just getting like 1-word answer. It was like a bad DM script.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. Go kill it. That's it. But listen to be with the group chat. It's very simple.
Cool. I feel that's all my questions. Thank you guys.
I'm out, y'all. Peace.
What's up, Joseph?
I just want to say I appreciate the value. These past few weeks, I've been like riding this like wave of momentum, just feeling really good, feeling really aligned. And it all started when I started with my morning routine. And I know that you guys are always emphasizing that. And like the fact that I'm feeling it now is crazy, you know? So I appreciate you guys for always emphasizing that. So I just wanted to share that. That's like a big win. But
hell yeah.
I'm currently doing like a 14-day challenge. I closed 2 out of 2 calls so far. And
yeah, you did.
Feeling good. But my question is for like a renewal. I know there's a script to go over in the academy, and I went over it already, but I wanted to ask you about like how would you go about pitching maybe like a year-long program? I offer $1,000 program for the 16 weeks, but how would you go about pitching like a year-long program for this renewal client?
That's so funny. I literally wrote a video script about this today. It's funny that you say that because I literally wrote a video script about it today. So I'm just going to drop a video script in the chat and then I'm going to explain it. So if you guys are following me on Instagram, you're going to see this video come out soon. First things first is selling 12-month programs out of the gate is hard for everybody, including Don Lamb. And obviously Don Lamb's the fucking go to sales. And he doesn't sell 12-month programs. Instead, what he does is he sells 16-week transformation programs. Then on week 12 is when he goes for the upgrade. Bray, why do you think he goes for the upgrade on week 12 instead of week 15? Or anybody? If anybody has an answer, you can answer. Joseph, why do you think he goes for it on week 12 instead of week 15?
Because there's still like a month of work to do and they're thinking more long term.
Boom. And they haven't even thought about the fact that the program's ending yet.
Okay.
Whereas when you get to week 15, they've already spent the money that they were going to spend on you mentally somewhere else. Like they've already made the decision that they're leaving the program on week 15. Does that make sense? Whereas you can get them on week 12, they haven't even thought about the fact that their program's ending yet. So when you get on the phone with him, so this is what you're going to say. So to get on a message, you're like, yo, Joseph, what's going on, brother? You've been fucking crushing it. I'm so proud of you. You're down 12 pounds so far, and it's amazing. I'd love to set up a quick 15-minute chat to talk about your progress in the program so far. I got some time tomorrow at 3 p.m. or 6 p.m. Which works better for you? Super fucking easy. Your clients are always going to book a call with you because they trust you and they love you. Then on that call, you're going to run them through the renewal script. And obviously, you know the renewal script and you have it. So I'm not going to go over it, but I'll explain it on a base level so that everybody understands. If you're in the Change Lives Academy, ask the Academy for the renewal script and somebody will send it to you. If you're not in the Change Lives Academy, this is basically what you want to do is you want to remind them of their past pain. And the reason you want to remind them of their past pain, Joseph, is because if you don't remind them of what it was like before they hired you, they're going to think that they're good. But me and you both know, Joseph, that if somebody's been on a fitness journey for 12 weeks, but they've been overweight for 12 years, 12 weeks isn't going to fix 12 years. And it's likely that they're going to rebound and go back to where they started because 90% of people that lose weight gain it back. So we want to remind them of where they are when they first started. So John, tell me a little bit about like where you were at before you first started working with me. Like what were some of the struggles that you did have? Struggling to lose weight, you were struggling to get not knowing what to eat, blah, 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 blah. And how do you feel about the progress you made in the program so far? I feel great. I feel so much more inspired. It's amazing. So cool. Now, John, tell me a little bit about where you want to go. Like now that we've lost the 20 pounds, like what's the next big goal for you? And why is that important to you? And, you know, I've already shown you that we can make progress, but if I was able to help you lose another 15 pounds and you're able to see your abs and see your six pack for the first time, how would that make you feel? Great. I love it. So listen, I know that, you know, Joseph, that you used to struggle with like knowing what to eat and knowing what to eat. But like you said, you still have another 30 pounds to lose. So what I would like to do is I'd like to work with you for the rest of the year. So in the next 8 months, Joseph, what I really want to focus on is like losing that 30 pounds with you. And this is the thing, right? You've already invested $1,000 in me for the 16-week program, which I appreciate. And so I'm actually going to use that investment towards the year-long program. And so basically what it'll be, instead of it's not $3,500 for the year-long program, it's actually only $2,000 for the year-long program because you've already invested $1,000 in me. So I'm going to use that credit towards the year-long program. So does that work for you? So you basically frame it as you've already invested $1,000 in me. So I'm going to apply that credit towards a year-long program. So instead of $3,000 for the next 12 months, it's only going to be $2,000. Is that fair?
That's fire. Yeah, I'm so glad I decided to ask that question. I was supposed to get on a call with my current client today, actually, about the whole renewal. And I realized that like, damn, I have to go over like a different script. So I was like going over it really fast. And then he ended up saying that like he had to postpone it. So I was like, I might as well ask the question and get an answer. So that's super valuable. I appreciate it.
So you basically, the way that you're going to do the renewal call, for those of you guys that want to sign 12-month-long programs, remind them of their past pain to put them in a place like, because prospects, when they've been through your program for 12 weeks, think that they're good. Oh, I'm fucking good. I don't need your help. Well, you're not good because 12 weeks ago you were doing dog shit. Now you're good, but you've still got a long way to go. That's basically like the context of the call. And then you want to basically say, you've already invested $1,000 in me. So I want to use that credit towards the 12-month-long program. And then you want to let them know in the next 8 months, we're going to work on these 3 specific things. And some language that I like to use on calls like that, you guys, is I want to be the last personal trainer that you ever hire. So I want this to be the last fitness program that you ever need. So let's work together for the next 8 months. We'll absolutely crush your goals. We'll be down 30 pounds. You'll be loving me, sending me amazing transformation photos. We'll high five. It'll be great. How does that sound?
Yeah, perfect. I appreciate it. That's fire. I can't wait to re-listen to this one.
Bro, I can't wait for you to implement. You came and asked me 14-day challenge questions a week or 2 weeks ago, didn't you?
It was last week, yeah.
And you closed 2 for 2. That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm hyped up. I've been feeling good. And I'm actually like embracing it. I'm not just like, oh, cool. Like I just closed the call. Like, like I'm actually like fucking excited and happy and proud of myself. So like that's a really big mindset shift.
Bro, I love it. Last thing I just want to say is like, for those of you guys that are like, yo, like the morning routine is like fucking blah, blah, blah. Like your mindset is everything. Your mindset, like your mind talks to your wife. Your mind takes care of your kids. Your mind takes you to the fucking gym. Your mind also causes you to sleep in, causes you to eat shitty food and get fucking fat. It's all your fucking mind. You make the decision. And so the first thing that you do every single day is take care of the one thing that governs your entire life. Your entire life's going to get better. So I'm proud of you. Fist bump.
Appreciate it. Appreciate you, coach.
Let's go. Arthur, what up? Last and not least, King.
What's up, Ryan? You just said it, man. Mindset is everything. And that's why I'm here today. Heart's pounding. I'm just here to be seen. I'm here to be vulnerable, and I'm here to call myself out. This last week, I've been in a slump. I've been out with an injury, and it's kind of put me into a downward spiral. My mindset has been shit, and I have not been hitting my non-negotiables. And it's been kind of going into a spiral where now I feel like I'm in this imposter syndrome where I'm trying to show up for my clients and everything. And I just don't feel like I have that in me right now. And I'm just wondering if you might have any advice on how to get over that slump and get out of that imposter syndrome mindset.
Absolutely. So the concept I'm going to give you guys right now is, I want everyone to write this in the chat, is play the cards that you're dealt. And so it was about a year ago, Arthur, that I was like, it sounds fucking stupid. Year and a half ago. I don't even like talking about it because it's actually that dumb. Year and a half ago, I was literally walking up the stairs and all of a sudden I found like something that was like, my foot was really fucking sore. And I was like, what the fuck? Literally the next day, I couldn't put any pressure on my foot. The next day after that, Kirsten took me to the hospital. I went to the hospital and they're like, yeah, you have a hairline fracture in your right little toe. And I couldn't put any fucking pressure on my foot. And I was literally in a cast for 3 months. It was so stupid. Talking about it makes me annoyed. And I remember the first like 2 or 3 days of that injury, Arthur, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, this is bullshit. Like, I didn't do anything wrong. Like, how could this happen to me? Like, this is so fucking stupid. Like, I'm in my off season. I'm trying to gain size. I was so angry and upset. And then after 3 days, I was like, play the cards that you're dealt. You can't control the fact that you're injured. I couldn't control the fact that my fucking little toe was being a pussy. That was just like that's just the name of the game. That was the situation I was in. What I could control is, like, I can't control my foot. So what can I control? Well, I can go to the gym, but I can't do fucking legs. Okay, so I'm going to take myself to the gym with my cast. I'm going to do upper body. Great. I can't really walk on the treadmill or do cardio, so I'm just going to embrace that season. But I could control what I put in my body, so I'm not going to eat like a fat fuck. Like, I'm actually going to eat nutritious foods, because just because my foot's injured doesn't mean that I can like order skip the dishes every single day, because that's just an excuse that my mind is making, right? And I also need to understand, if I'm injured, that my stress reliever, which is the gym, I can no longer do that. And I'm sure you probably feel the same way. It's like the gym is like your stress reliever. And if that's the case, then I need to be more on top of the fact that I need to take care of my stress in other ways that isn't the gym. So how can I find another outlet? Like, I need to be more committed to my mindset. And so for me, what that looked like, Arthur, was like listening to Success Motivation literally all day. All day, I had like Eric Thomas being like, you're the fucking best, like you're the greatest. And like Les Brown. And like, I was literally had Success Motivation tracks playing to start my morning. Every time I'd slip into a slump, I would re-listen to Success Motivation tracks. I would literally just go to YouTube and search Success Motivation and play like hour-long videos. And then I would just work. Like, you can't control the fact that you're injured. It sucks. I'm not taking that away from you. But sitting there complaining about it and wallowing your sorrows isn't going to make you feel any better. Also, I think you should be vulnerable with your social media about it. Like, just got injured. It fucking sucks. And even though it does suck, I can't control what I can't control. So here's what I'm doing while I'm injured. Number one, I'm making sure that I'm drinking 3.5 liters of water a day. Why? Because that's something I can control. Number two is I'm working on my mindset every single morning. These are the 3 things that I do to work on my mindset. And number 3, this is my diet plan right now. Because I'm doing less activities, I decrease my calories a little bit because I want to maintain as much body size as I possibly can while I'm injured, and making sure that I'm not adding a bunch of body fat. And then you execute on that game plan and you don't feel like an imposter because you're doing the best you can with what you have. It's like, play the cards you're dealt, right? Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Yeah. Those are 3 great tips right there. I'm going to start implementing on that right away.
Bro, the main thing that I want you to take from this is like you said, mindset is everything. And you have an opportunity to start your day every single day by working on your mind and really making sure that you're in a good place. And so like, seize that opportunity. Like, yeah, you're injured, but like, at least you still have an arm. At least you can still walk, right? At least you still have the mental capacity to show up to this call and ask this question. You're supported by this community. And so like, whatever we focus on is going to expand. I talked about this in my live stream this morning. And so if you're like, I'm injured, this sucks, I can't work out, what the fuck, this is bullshit. Like, that energy is just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, right? Or you could be like, I'm injured, but how cool is it that I get to work from home? work from my laptop, work in my online business, motivate my clients, inspire people with my recovery, sign more clients while I'm injured, work from my fucking home. What if this injury is the opportunity for you to grow a successful online coaching business? And the last thing I'm going to say, and this is super important, you guys, for any of you guys that are going through a hard time, is every adversity brings a seed of equal or greater opportunity. So when I'm going through a hard time, when I'm like actually fucking struggling, I'm like, sweet, this is good for me. Like, I know that there's an opportunity on the other side of this. And the greater the adversity, the greater the opportunity. Like when you can truly embrace that mindset, Arthur, you become unstoppable because you're like, what is the universe trying to teach me here? Instead of being like, why me? Like, why did this happen to me? This is bullshit. I don't like this injury. Being like, okay, like, what is the universe trying to teach me here? Like, let's learn that lesson, because now if you can develop a bulletproof mindset while you're injured, bro, when you come off that injury, you're going to be fucking unstoppable because you're going to have this bulletproof mindset and you're going to be fucking going to the gym, crushing it. It's going to be like, you're like 2 times the Arthur now, right?
For sure. That's how I can turn this into a win. Appreciate that. Appreciate the energy.
Cool, bro. Is there anything else I can clarify for you?
No, man. That's it. Appreciate
Go take action. I want to see you next week. Tell me what the fuck is up. There's 26 people on this podcast. If you don't hear fucking Arthur in the community, I want you to call him out. There's 26 of you guys here. So if Arthur hasn't posted in the next 2 days about what he's doing with his mindset, I want somebody to post and tag at Arthur Lux and be like, yo, where are you at, homie? Cool? Bet. I like it. All right, y'all. Guys, that brings us to the end of the podcast. If you guys got value from today, thank you so fucking much. Where you guys can support the podcast, leave me a rating on Apple, Spotify podcasts, all that stuff. And if you're interested in working with me to go from 5K a month to 10K a month or 20K a month, then go hit the link in my bio right now. The 10K Mastermind is now open, and I would love to help you change your life. Peace, love, and protein. Have the best day ever. We'll talk to you guys in the next episode. Let's fucking go. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. Hopefully you got some value. If you did, and you want to learn more about how me and my team can help you scale your online fitness business to $10,000 a month, DM me 10K on Instagram at @TheRealBrianMark for more information, and I'll reach out to you to see if I can help you grow an online coaching business.